The origin of Buddhism can be traced back to the 5th century BCE in ancient India. It was founded by Siddhartha Gautama, who later became known as the Buddha. Siddhartha Gautama was a prince who renounced his royal lifestyle in search of spiritual truth and the end of suffering. After years of deep meditation and contemplation, he attained enlightenment under the Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya, India. The Buddha then spent the rest of his life teaching his insights and guiding others on the path to liberation. Over time, Buddhism diversified into different denominations or branches as it spread to various regions. The major denominations of Buddhism include Theravada Buddhism, often referred to as the Way of the Elders. Theravada is one of the earliest and most conservative branches of Buddhism. It is prevalent in Sri Lanka, Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, and Myanmar. Theravada places emphasis on the original teachings of the Buddha, preserved in the Pali Canon, and emphasizes individual effort and the monastic lifestyle. Mahayana Buddhism, Mahayana, meaning the Great Vehicle, emerged around the 1st century CE and spread throughout East Asia, including China, Japan, Korea, and Vietnam. Mahayana teachings emphasize compassion, the bodhisattva ideal, seeking enlightenment for the benefit of all beings, and the concept of emptiness, shunyata. It has a wide range of philosophical schools and practices, including Zen, Pure Land, and Tibetan Buddhism. Vajrayana Buddhism. Vajrayana, also known as Tibetan Buddhism, is primarily practiced in the Himalayan region, including Tibet, Nepal, Bhutan, and parts of Mongolia and India. It is characterized by its intricate rituals, esoteric practices, and the use of mantras and visualizations. Vajrayana places great importance on the guidance of qualified teachers and the transmission of teachings through lineage. These three major branches, Theravada, Mahayana, and Vajrayana, encompass a vast array of traditions, practices, and cultural variations within Buddhism. Each denomination has its own unique teachings, scriptures, practices, and interpretations of the Buddha's teachings. It's important to note that there are also other Buddhist traditions and denominations that developed over time, such as Zen Buddhism, Pure Land Buddhism, Nichiren Buddhism, and others. Each of these traditions has its own distinct characteristics and practices while being rooted in the core teachings of the Buddha.